How's it going, YouTubers? This is Iron Fist LMS, once again coming to you from the LMS live stream over at Twitch TV. Now, the topic that I'm going to be covering today is something that a lot of people have asked me to make a video on, and that is the so-called reverse maneuver from PlanetSide 2. Now, for those of you that don't know what the reverse maneuver is, it's basically the ability for a pilot of any three of the attack aircraft, be it the Reaver, Mozzie or the Scythe, to fly their aircraft in what is pretty much a backwards motion. Now, I've got three main aims for this video, and those are: I want to show you guys the advantages of being able to do the reverse maneuver, I want to show you when is a good time to use it in game, and lastly, I'm going to give you a basic instructional guide so that you can go away and practice it at home. Now, don't be fooled, it's not an easy thing to pull off, and it takes a lot of practice to be able to do it properly and on demand. But once you put that practice time in and you're able to do it well, it really does pay off, and it's definitely going to show in your gameplay as well as your improved KD ratio. Now, one of the main benefits of being able to do this maneuver is to help you in this situation that I'm going to show you now. Now, I'm sure this has happened to all of you pilots in game, and that is that you've stopped on the ground to repair your aircraft after taking some damage, and another pilot has followed you and started shooting you. Now, it allows you to get off the ground really quickly, do a full 180-degree turn, and face any threat that might be coming at you. As I'm going to show you right here, I've stopped to repair my aircraft, and the TR Mozzie has started chasing me and shooting me. Now, I do the reverse maneuver, I turn around on him, and before he even knows what hit him, I get him with a full clip of Vortex cannon, taking him out before he even knew what happened. Of course, the reverse maneuver is not only helpful to use while on the ground, you can also use it in air-to-air situations. So let's say, for example, you're flying along and you get an enemy aircraft come up behind you and start shooting you. What do? Now, the easiest way to deal with that threat is simply to do the banking turn, which I showed you in my tutorial video. And from there you can quickly move into the reverse maneuver, allowing you to shoot backwards in a sort of upward strafe motion, which not only makes it difficult for the enemy pilot to hit you while you're doing it, but it also allows you to quickly turn around and face the enemy and be able to shoot him while he's reloading. Now, before all of you start whining that the Reaver is overpowered and this, that and the other, this maneuver is perfectly possible in all three of the aircraft. And to be perfectly honest with you, I've had the most success doing it in the TR Mosquito, especially when combined with the vertical thruster performance upgrade that you can purchase through the cert system. Another great use for this maneuver is actually to use it while you're attacking ground targets, like in this example with the rockets. Now, the reverse maneuver actually allows you to be not only a difficult target to hit, but it allows you to get a better position on the enemy you're attacking. It's pretty difficult to hit infantry when they're sort of running between rocks and trying to lose the line of sight on you, and you can use the reverse maneuver to quickly spin around and gain the upper hand on them. A good bit of advice for me when attacking ground targets is never to sit still too long, avoid hovering at all costs, and try and use the reverse maneuver especially while you're reloading to make yourself a really difficult target to hit. Now that I've shown you the advantages of being able to do the maneuver, as well as some basic examples of when you can use it in game, I am going to try and teach you guys how to do it. Now, as I said earlier, it's not easy and you're going to have to practice a lot, so try and find an open area with no sort of obstacles around for you to crash into. In fact, the best option is try and find an empty walk gate to do it in, because as we all know, vehicles are indestructible in the walk gates right now, so you don't have to worry about losing your aircraft if you do manage to plow yourself into the ground. Now, the basic concept behind the reverse maneuver is basically to create what is a mid-air stall in your aircraft. Now, you can do this in multiple ways, but the easiest and most effective way I've found is to do it as part of the banking turn, which I showed you in one of my previous Reaver tutorials. Now, to start the reverse maneuver, all you have to do is what's called a banking turn. Put very simply, the banking turn is a quick and sharp mid-air turn that allows you to lose a lot of airspeed momentum. Now, to do this, all you have to do is roll the aircraft in the opposite direction we want to turn, press the S key and the A or D keys depending on what side you want to turn. So if I'm banking to the right, I want to be pressing the D key. Now once you do this, you simply use the mouse to roll your aircraft almost on its belly, and once you notice that you've lost all your momentum, your vehicle thrusters, the two things on either side of your aircraft, should snap down into sort of a vertical facing down position. Now once they do this, that's the time you need to jam your afterburner and hold it down while continuing to press the other keys. This should allow you to sort of shoot up in a backwards motion and pull off the maneuver successfully. Now if you don't get the timing quite right, the thrusters are going to snap into their ordinary horizontal facing position, and all that's going to happen is that you fly forward and you don't do the maneuver successfully. It's obviously a little bit harder to do on the site because you don't have your thrusters as a guide, but if you get the timing correctly and you notice when you've lost all your sort of momentum in the air, you'll be able to get it down. It's all about practice, practice, practice really, so keep practicing at home and let me know how you guys get on. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you all very much for watching, and if this guide was helpful to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Of course, I welcome, as usual, any feedback, comments or suggestions that people might have in order to help me produce better content in the future. So until next time, guys, take it easy and have a good one.